Hey guys, so for my snack I have some, not snack but like a little lunch. I have some of the Biana's home style balsamic blueberry vinaigrette dressing that I put on top of my salad, and my salad consists of avocados, a lot of spinach, and of course you see the dressing on it, and then also that's hidden inside of it. I have a little crunch to it that has like some blueberries, my antioxidants, and also some walnuts, which are a really great snack. So the dried fruits, the cranberries and the blueberries are definitely a good twist that and a good crunch that goes into my salad. And basically that's what I'm eating for my lunch, and I just thought I would share it with you guys because it's a really great lunch or snack that I like to eat, especially now that I am pretty much not fasting but trying to work on my eating habits and get used to not eating for taste of goodness but eating for health. And like I said, I've mentioned like in posts, and I've mentioned in like my workout sessions and everything else that just as God doesn't want us to work out for appearance or just having like the wrong intentions behind doing stuff, just as he wants us to work out for our health and not our appearance, that's the same thing that he wants us to do with our eating habits. And I feel like with our eating habits, we are so used to eating through the way that we feel, like how we feel at the moment. And we're so used to eating things that taste familiar and taste good for our body, for our flesh. So our flesh wants to eat, all the bad stuff. But our spirit needs to eat things that are going to help prolong our lifestyles, prevent diseases, aid diseases, and to help us to keep our energy levels high. And I just want to be the first to tell you that, yes, I am challenging you to try to do better little by little in choosing what to eat and what not to eat, and just basically eating for your health, not for the taste. It goes back to faith over feeling. So if you know for a fact that in the Bible it talks about how eating herbs are really good, or if you've heard of Dr. Sebi, you've heard him say how eating herbs are the way of life, the ways of life. It cures diseases, it helps diseases. I just encourage you guys to try to get as many herbs in your diet as possible. Try to eat healthy. There's honestly no such thing as diet. It's just what it is just eating right. It should be a way of life. Diets are temporary. Diets are not fun, but when you eat with the right intentions, it definitely helps. So I just encourage you guys, just as working out for your health and eating for your health. Not working out for your appearance, but working out for your health. Not eating for the taste or how you feel, but eating because you know that it's what's right and good for your body, and it's natural. And we want to start our life off from this, just now being in this pandemic or whatever. We want to come out of this being organic human beings, okay? So if you're constantly feeding your body with artificial ingredients and like foods that are not authentic and that are filled with chemicals and all this processed stuff, then that's what you're going to reap. But if you're constantly feeding your body with fruits, with vegetables, with the right things to eat, then it's going to help expand not only your body but also your spirit as well, because you're feeding your spirit and you're not feeding your flesh. I know that it's hard. I know that it's not normal. I know that it's not familiar, but God wants us to find comfort in the uncomfortable. So I just challenge you guys to eat healthier, little by little. That's how I've been doing. I've just been slowly fasting from things, and it's just been becoming easier and easier. I've had my share of eating some chickpea, and quinoa, rice and all this other stuff. And the first time I did it, I almost threw up, but I kept I threw up. Why? Because my body wasn't familiar to it. And that's kind of how we are when we are growing closer to God. It's like when he tells us to change this area in our life, or to stop going this place, or to stop dating this person, or to stop hanging out with this person, or to stop partying, stop smoking weed, stop drinking to get drunk, and stop eating this way, to start go exercise. our flesh wants to throw up, because our flesh is like, nah, that's not familiar, that's not what I'm used to. I don't think I can do this, like that is hard, and stuff like that. So that's pretty much how my body was to this food. And that's because that's my flesh. Your flesh is not just about sin. Your flesh is also about the way that you live your daily life. Whenever you set up a workout plan, but you don't go work out, that's your flesh making that decision. Whenever you decide to start eating better, but you go to a birthday party, you see a cake and you start eating cake, that's your flesh making your decision. So your flesh can lead you into a lot of trouble. So I want you to know that your flesh is not just how you live, how you sin or whatever. Your flesh also has to do with the choices that you make, especially with the foods that you eat. Your flesh is always choosing to eat certain foods that it feels it may be good for you. But what your flesh chooses is not really, what you're supposed to eat. You guys know what you're supposed to eat. And that's exactly why me, part of Jazzletics, my slogan is, healthy body plus a healthy spirit equals spiritual endurance. I feel like those two go together, body, mind, soul. So with that being said, I'm just saying, like, if your body is not, getting the food that it needs, then how is your spirit going to be able to prosper? You know what I mean? Not saying that it can't, but I'm just saying it will prosper better and longer and have more energy and be able to be more versatile in the world, and not just being spiritually strong, but you're also physically strong. You know what I mean? You're prospering, you're being equipped and being moved in all areas of your life. You're prospering physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, relationally. You're able to help others in all different areas of their life, So I want you guys to be versatile, and I want you guys to know that, yes, God not only wants to challenge you physically, but also mentally and bodily as well. So make good decisions. Do not let your flesh make your decisions. Remember, faith over feelings. Have faith in the foods that God wants you to eat. Take it little by little. You don't have to be like me. Everyone has their own journey in their own ways. Listen to God about it. But I do want to encourage you guys to level up in your eating habits and to make wiser choices. And like I said, that's what I was going to say, going back to what Jazzletics is about. Healthy mind, healthy body plus a healthy spirit equals spiritual endurance. So Jazzletics is not about cheating people out of their money by, basically just, making you feel like you don't know what to do. I want you to be able to recognize how your body is every day, especially now within this quarantine stuff. You should take an account of how your body feels after eating certain foods, so that you know what foods that you don't need to consume into your body. You know what I mean? Take time out, because when you just are going through the motions and you're just clueless about what you're putting in your body, how your body feels, and then maybe one day you go to the doctor and you feel some type of way about your body, and they trying to tell you a whole thing about, like, you need to take this medicine, you need to do this, you need to do that, when really at the end of the day, all you needed to do was cut maybe this food out, or maybe you needed to get 30 minutes of exercise in a day, or maybe you needed to cut this soda out, or whatever. It could have been an easy fix, because most of the times where we get caught up in is we don't evaluate our own bodies to get to know how our own bodies are. And so we allow other people to be able to tell us how to take care of our bodies, when we honestly are spiritually strong enough and discerning enough, if we actually come in sync with God, to know what's good for our body and what's not. Ask the Spirit to show you what's good for your body and what's not good for your body. Ask the Spirit to show you what you need to eat and what you don't need to eat. You know what I mean? Everybody's body is different, so you can't just go along with my diet or this. I'm not telling you what to eat and what not to eat. I'm telling you to pay attention and be more wise with your food choices, and to evaluate your body. Have a self-evaluation. Get to know yourself, especially during this pandemic. Please get to know yourself, get to know your body, so that when you come out of this, and maybe you need to go to the doctor because you feel some type of way, you have questions about your health, they won't be able to tell you something that you don't already know. You should already know some of these things. And that's what I say, going back to what Jazzletics is about. Whenever I talk to my clients or I'm doing health coaching, I'm always asking them what they feel first, how they feel, what they like to eat, what they feel that they're not eating right, or just asking them questions instead of just telling them, okay, do this, do that. No, I want to customize a meal plan around your schedule, around your body type, around your body goal. Okay, it's not about me just trying to sound smart. I'm wanting you to authentically and truly evaluate yourself so that we can help you. So, that's what makes Jazzletics set apart, because I'm wanting you to hold yourself accountable. You know what I mean? So, I just encourage you guys, like I said, do everything for good. Have the right heart and intentions behind everything you do, in the way that you spend, in the way that you eat, in the way that you exercise. Have good heart and intentions behind it. Even in your prayers to God, have good intentions behind that. This was a meal prep motivation thing, but I'm turning it into a life, really a whole like life video, because I truly want you guys to understand that your spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, financial, relational, successful part of your life, they all go hand in hand. And God wants us to be able to have a balance. So if we do not have a complete balance in our life, then when one thing is off, if our physical part of us is off, our spiritual part will be off. We always have to keep things in sync and in balance, because God is a balanced God. And if you do feel that you have an imbalance in your life, you can always, like I said, go back to self-evaluation, go back and spend time with God and ask him what in your life needs to level up to catch up with the other areas in your life, so that you can have a balance and that you can be able to move the way that the Spirit wants you to move. So I love you guys. Once again, I'm not trying to convict you guys or condemn you guys. I am just giving a chastisement out of godly love, because I truly care about you guys and I don't want you guys to stay the same. So just continue to stay motivated, continue to self-evaluate yourself, your body, how your body feels, all of that stuff. But like I said, I love you guys and I just want you guys to be better. Remember, Jazzletics is all about healthy body plus a healthy spirit equals spiritual endurance. Jazzletics is not woman made by Jaslyn Pippins. Jazzletics is godly made. It's godly driven. Everything I'm saying is coming from the Spirit, and I just love you guys and want you guys to be better and to grow and to not be satisfied with just one area of your life. If you're very strong spiritually, maybe you can also or not even maybe, but you can also try to enhance your physical growth as well. Get those energy levels up from doing physical exercises. If you're strong physically but not strong spiritually, I guarantee you, if you grow in that spiritual area of your life, you will feel so much more powerful. All right, so I love you guys. Jazzletics is out.